Hi gamers, this
Hi.
is Martin and Irina, and
Hello.
today we're gonna do a short video of a new game we just got. It's called 13 Days, and well, we like the game a lot, and we'll just show you how it's played and come to some conclusions about why we like the game. So stay tuned. So first of all, I should say this is a quite short game. It's only a two-player game. It can be played in half an hour, 40 minutes once you know the rules. And yeah, we played it quite a few times, even though we just had it for 1 week. And maybe Arina, you can tell us why do you like this game?
I think it's a very evil game, but because we like to fight a lot, so we are really enjoying this game. And because I'm from Ukraine, so I like to play from Soviet Union side and kill Americans and start. No, yeah, I think it's just a very nice game, very quick, very short, and very interesting.
Okay, so we'll just take you through one round of the game, and you can see how it's played. In total, there's 3 rounds of this game. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so the game is played in 3 rounds, and we'll show you the first round here. So in the beginning, each player gets 3 of these agenda cards. So give Arena 3 cards, and I will play the United States, and I also get 3 cards. Okay, so now you're gonna pick one of your genders. First, you'll put the flags. The flags.
But I want also to.
The flags on your genders. Berlin, Italy, and Belgium. Yeah, and then you have to choose one of your genders in secret. So Soviet Union chooses one of the 3 genders to accomplish this round and puts it here. And I also choose one agenda to try and accomplish this round and puts it here. Okay. Then each of us gets 5 of these strategy cards. It should be noted that at the beginning of each round you have to increase the def contracts. So the def contracts indicates how close you are to nuclear war. You see the blue ones represent the United States, the red ones represent the Soviet Union. If by the end of the round one of your markers reach DEFCON 1 area, then you've triggered a global nuclear war and you have lost the game. So the goal is to really press the opponent as much as possible, but do not start a nuclear war. If also at the end of the round all of your 3 cubes here are in DEFCON area 2, then you have also lost. So we have to be kind of careful. Okay, Arina, ready?
Yes.
So, since you are Soviet Union, whenever there is a tie here, the prestige, so the goal is to get the most prestige, then Soviet Union determines who's the first player. So who's the first player?
You are.
Okay. So, just checking my secret mission again. Okay, so now I have to fulfill this mission. I'll just show it to the camera here, so we have it kind of an idea what my goal is this round. Then I have a few cards. These are strategy cards that you need to play 4 of each round, and the 5th one goes to this aftermath. So in total in these 3 rounds you'll play 12 cards plus the aftermath, thus playing 13 cards, which is appropriate because there's 13 days. Okay, I think I will start with, let me just check my agenda again. Okay. So I'm going to start with this card. So this is a US card. In general, you have 3 different cards. You have US cards, and you have Soviet Union cards, and you have United Nations cards. You can play them in 2 ways. Either you can play them as a command, where you can play these cubes, up to these cubes on any of these areas. or you could play it as the event. However, if I was playing a Soviet card, then my opponent would get the chance to execute the event here before I get to place my cubes. But this is a US card. Okay, so I place some cubes, up to 3 cubes. I'll take 3 cubes, and I think I will put them on, Berlin. However, now I have to increase my DEFCON marker in the military by 2, the number of cubes minus 1. 1, 2, and then it's Soviet Union's turn.
Yes, and I have this great card. So I will play event card. So I will have +1 influence cube on the next times. So I will play this event next time.
Yeah, so just keep this card. Okay, so back to the United States. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play this United Nations nation card, and I get 2 cubes. So as you can see, well, I'm trying to diversify my cubes so to guess, make my opponent guess about what is my mission. So I'll place 2 cubes here, and this means I have to advance my DEFCON marker. This is the political one by 1. Okay.
I have this card, and this is American's card, so my opponent can play the event. And since it says I can put 2 cubes, but because I had this card before, so I can put 3 cubes if I want. And this I will do.
Yeah, and just to let you know that I can't play this event because I'll remove half the US influence on Cuba, but there's no on Cuba anyway.
Yeah, and I have to move 2 on War Opinion card.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this card, and I'm gonna play it for the command action. So place 1 cube. I'll put it on Italy. Yeah, Soviet Union. What's your move?
Yes. I have again, unfortunately I'm not very lucky, I have again American card, so I can put 3 + 1, so in total I can put 4 cubes, but I don't want to risk too much, so I will put only 3 cubes. So I will put it here, and I have to move 2.
Yeah, so if I wanted, I could use this event because he's playing a US card, but actually this will be a bit dangerous for me. Maybe it says that I can escalate my political track, which is already quite high, but actually I can also deflate. So I'm going to deflate my DEFCON track after 2 steps, and then I can command 1 influence cube. So I'll do that on my political. 1, 2, and I get to command 1 cube wherever I want. I think I am going to put it on Italy.
Yeah.
No, it's my turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
you
yes,
just play the
it's true.
card. Anyway, so I have just 2 cards left, and I have to play one of them. So I'm gonna play this one. So this card says that I can place up to 4 influence cubes in total on battlegrounds where the US player currently has no influence cubes. Max 2 per battleground. So I can place 4. And I think I'm gonna place 2 here and 2 here. So now I place 2 cubes, which means my DEFCON goes up 1 step on the world opinion track, and also play 2 cubes here, so my DEFCON goes up another So in total, my DEFCON goes up 2 steps. The world opinion.
Yes.
So this is my last card. I have to put in the aftermath, and then Soviet Union, you'll do the last move.
Yes, I have this card, so I put 4 cubes. And
so you're using the event.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it on Cuba, and it means I have to move 3
On the
my
political.
Yes. Yeah. So it will be 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And yes, the last I put here.
Yeah. So now we play our strategy cards. We put 1 card in the aftermath, and now we get the world opinion bonus. So we check each of these 3 battlegrounds. So I win this one because I have the most cubes. This means I get the personal ledger, which in fact the US starts with. This ledger has the effect that if you play it, you will get +1 cube for the action you're going to play it on. But maybe you want to hold on to this card because in a case of a tie, the player with this card is the winner. Soviet Union gets television.
Yes.
We're very effective.
So I'm very close to war, to atomic war, so I will deflect 1 world opinion down.
Yeah, smart move, Soviet Union. You have to back off a bit. Then this one. So Soviet Union, in fact, also wins this one, 3 cubes to 2, which means you can take an extra card.
Yes, and actually this is a good card, so this is USSR card, and I want to put it also in aftermath.
Okay, great. So this was the world opinion bonus, and now we have to resolve our agendas, and agendas are resolved simultaneously. So let's see. So this was my agenda.
Yes.
Italy.
And I had Cuba.
Okay. So I'll do this one first. Italy. It means that since I'm the dominating player, I win 4-0 on Italy, and then I get +1. I get 5 points in total for the Italy agenda. So US gets 5 prestige points for this agenda, and then you throw the agenda out. Soviet Union has the Cuba agenda, and Cuba agenda will get Soviet Union 4 points, winning 4-0 here, and plus any battlegrounds that are connected. You see these 3 battlegrounds are in fact connected, but Soviet Union doesn't have any cubes here, so no bonus in this case. So in this case, Soviet Union gets 4 prestige points, so I'll move it back 4 here. So that's pretty much it on 1 round, and you play 3 of these rounds, and you have to be careful that at 1 step you don't get all your symbols and DEFCON tracks down here. See, Soviet Union is pretty close. You almost started a nuclear war.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. So, or one of the cubes over here. There are also some agendas which I'll just show you one of them. For instance, this one, where you actually have to have quite a large difference in the DEFCON track. So this is the military DEFCON track. So this means that you get the amount of points in the difference here +1. So maybe the Soviet Union could have had the political agenda, which would have given her 1, 2, 3 +1, 4 points. So this is also a possibility to have agendas in the DEFCON tracks. They're a bit risky to do these agenda. And then you play these 3 rounds, and at the end of the game, you go through your cards in this aftermath pile, and you count up. Now we just played one round, but obviously there's going to be more cards in the aftermath pile, and you count up the total amount of US command cubes on all the US cards, and you count up the total amount of cubes on all the Soviet Union cards, ignoring any United Nations cards. And the one with the most cubes in total on these cards gets an additional 2 points, which can often be decide the game in some cases. And then of course you round the round marker and you go to the next round. So that was a short run through of 13 days. And yeah, Arena, why do you like this game?
Because it's also time it's different, because it really depends what kind of cards you have. For example, the first round I really had a lot of America cards, and because Martin could use events, so I had to be really careful. So some of the games I really had a lot of Soviet Union cards, and it really helped because sometimes it has like really amazing events for me. For example, just like here it's 1 cube, but in event I can command 3 influence cubes. So it's always different, and sometimes the main problem is that Martin understands my mission too quickly, and then he starts to annoy me. For example, sometimes he can put like cubes here on Cuba, and then I would have less points. And of course, we have to be careful, like here, like with DEFCON. And I think it's a very intense game and very interesting. And if you like to fight with your partner, I think it will be perfect for you.
Yeah, it's a quite a good game. It's pretty short. It's a bit similar to an old classic called Twilight Struggle, which the designers of this game acknowledges on the on Board Game Geek. So yeah, it's a very cute game. I think they got a lot of things right in this game, and I very much like the game as well. It's quite intense. So Irina, on the Board Game Geek scale, 1 to 10, how many points would you give this?
I would give 9 points. So because you cannot play it with more players, so it's really like 2 and 2 games. So if you want to invite friends, so kind of like it's not the game for like a lot of people, but 9 points it has.
Yeah, I kind of agree. You know, it's a two-player only game, but it's very good, and I think 9 points is definitely deserved. Of course, we've played this game 6, 7 times, and we have yet to see how the replayability is. After playing 50 games, we might kind of have some where it will, I don't know, we'll see. But so far we like it a lot. So, yeah, try it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.